Hello my YouTube friends and welcome to DesignTalk. In this video, I'm going to share with you 12 steps on how to make a small room feel and look bigger. Stay tuned. Tip number 1, work with less color contrast. The best way to make the room feel larger with color is to have less of it. Work with monochromatic palettes where you can take different shades of the same color. That way, your eyes are not distracted by all the contrast and can just graze through the space seamlessly. The second tip you can use is going for tall baseboards. Pick somewhere between 7.5 to 8 inches because tall baseboards visually add height and also architectural depth. In addition, when painting the baseboards, go with the same color as your walls. So then that way, again, you are avoiding that interruption between the wall, the baseboards, and the floor. The third tip you can apply is going with full height cabinets. Whether it's a kitchen or a built-in or a bookcase, go full height. The cabinets will lead your eyes upwards, emphasizing the height of the room and also adding the visual interest of every inch of the vertical surface. Tip number 4 is make your ceilings interesting. Paint your ceiling in a different color or add textured wallpaper or even do some paneling. That way you're maximizing height and again bringing your attention upwards. The next tip, number 5, is stay away from clutter. Make sure your room doesn't have any visual clutter. It could be too much furniture, too many accessories, too many frames on the walls. Instead, pick a few key pieces that are multifunctional and also keep your accessories at minimum. The next tip, tip number 6, is to have floating furniture. When placing furniture in the room, make sure that you push them a little bit away from the wall. That way, visually creating more space around them. Also, pick furniture on legs as opposed to a solid base. The next tip, tip number 7, use large art. If you have a blank wall, hang an oversized art because the frame will expand your perspective and make the room appear larger. Also, it will be a lot more impactful in the space as opposed to using a cluster of small frames. The next tip, tip number 8, is use large mirrors. Mirrors work magically in small spaces by adding reflections. They can also visually double natural light and add extra depth in your room. Simply by hanging a large mirror in your dining room will be both impactful and expansive for the eye. The next tip, tip number 9, is using large rugs. When you're picking a rug, make sure it's big enough to bleed into your furniture. What I mean by that is that it has to go underneath your sofa, your armchairs by about 6 to 10 inches. This way, you're visually expanding the floor surface. Also, if you have dark floors, go with lighter rugs to avoid the sinking effect. Tip number 10 is adding glass furniture. Glass furniture works great for making the small spaces feel more airy. It adds transparency and also offers the same function you may be looking for. For example, having a dining table with a solid base and a glass top will feel a lot lighter in space than the same table in solid wood. Tip number 11, adding the right drapery. If you have a large window, don't even bother adding any drapes. However, if your window is small, dress it up in an elegant floor-to-ceiling drapery. Also, make sure the fabric matches the wall color or is very close to the wall color and keep the panels nice and straight. And the last but not least, tip number 12, use strategic lighting. Spread it around. From dark corners to under cabinet lights to valance lighting in order to eliminate as many dark and recessed spaces as possible. Keep the lampshades also in the same or similar color as your walls. And as for chandeliers, pick nice big statement fixtures that are also transparent. And that's it for today, my friends. Thank you so much again for tuning into Design Talk. I hope you found it very helpful. If you'd like to learn more about interior design, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends and family. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.